Hi everybody, this is Pat in the paper closet. Back today we're doing part 2 on the easiest junk journal to make. This is the junk journal made with a padded mailer that you receive like deliveries in. Today we're going to be putting on the cover or finishing up the cover, and I have all my pages picked out for the signature. Give me one signature with 18 sheets of paper, which means we'll have 72 pages. So we're going to put them in order. I have everything ready to sew in the signature. Threaded my needle. I have my awl. I have my clips. I have my little piece of foam to poke the holes. And we're going to get started. So I'm going to put these pages in order first. Now I have most of these I found online. I searched for recipe pages, free printables, and I picked this one, and I picked this one. And my idea is that on the right side of each group, each double page, we'll have the recipe. There'll be room down here for notes or whatever you want to write. This side we'll keep for a photo, journaling about the recipe, whose recipe it is, what it, why it means something to you. Now remember, these are all traditional family holiday recipes. So they could be Christmas, Easter, Thanksgiving, but they'll all be in one book. So I think right now, the way I see it, most families, all their traditional recipes that they have each holiday are written somewhere on an index card by their grandmother, their mother, someone in the family, and they're all just rubber banded together and stored in a box somewhere. So this way you would have all the recipes in one book with all the information about the recipe. Whose it was, why it means so much, maybe a little story about one special holiday while you were eating these foods, why it was so important, things like that. And there's also, we're going to put a pocket on this side, so that if there's anything extra you want to add in there, a family member's note or whatever, more photos, you'll have room to put something for each recipe. So it should hold about 36 recipes. On the inside of the cover, I'm also going to put another pocket on the front and the back for any additional things you want to put in here. So I think this would make a nice gift for someone special. Either the person that's giving you the recipes or giving to the family, or just a friend who may want to use a book like this. Whoever. But I think it's a nice gift to give. A compilation of all the family recipes. Okay, so let's get started. Taking up too much time. I also want to talk about, I'm going to put these in order while we chat. Lately, I don't know, I think I've fallen off the algorithm. Put it blank. And I'm wondering, I need a little feedback. Do you think my videos are either too long, or I go into too much detail, or I should do more off camera than on camera so there aren't so many parts? I know the Happy Junk Journal, I did video just about everything I did on that book. And it may be too long, too many parts. I don't know, I need to know. And also, if there's other things you'd like to see other than junk journals, please comment below, give me an idea, and I'll work around it to see what we can do. I'm trying to mix these up so they're not all together. These different patterns, the different pages. one of these. And I have a few plain pages because I've printed up a few of these recipe sheets that we can just cut out and add onto a page if we need. So I've got a few plain pages in here. Let's see, I have another blue one. This way. And one of these. And what's what? Another blue. Another one of these. Another one of these plain ones. Another blue. I think I need to count these up because it seems like too many. Another plain. Another white one. And a blue one. Okay. These are all the sheets. See if I can count them up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. Okay, we're good. So we have 18 sheets in landscape mode printed on my computer. And I have to tell you, the printer that I started using 1 year ago today, I'm still using the same original bottles of ink. It's a Smart Tank, an HP Smart Tank. So it's lasting me a year and it's not empty yet. And you know I do a lot of printing. I print all my pages, I print my cover papers, all my cutouts. So this is really working out well. Just wanted you to know. Okay, so now we're gonna fold them all. See, things like this I could do off camera, but I know there are people out there who've never made a junk journal that want to go step by step. So just let me know which is better. And also if the video should be shorter. Most run about 30 minutes. Some are a little more, some are a little less. But if shorter would be better. Just let me know. Okay, let's put that one in. I'm just folding them over evenly so the edges are even. Giving them a crease. And then putting it into the middle. I think this is a cute idea. I also have, if you go take a look on my channel, I do make mini albums. I make planners. I make notebooks, greeting cards. What else do I have on there? And a few miscellaneous videos on there. How to make clear plastic pockets, things of that sort. How to print your photos from your phone. So take a look at my channel. And if there's something you'd like to see more of, let me know in the comments. Okay, we're getting there. This is a slow process. Like I say, things like this I could do off camera. You really don't need to watch me fold papers. I was going to make a Christmas journal, But so many people are making Christmas journals right now. It doesn't make much sense. I will be finishing beginning of next week. We started journaling in our Happy Junk journal. I did the layout on the cabin in the woods. I want to finish that up. And then I have, what do I have? I was going to do a small photo book that you could use as a gift. It holds 12 photos, and it doesn't require a lot of paper. And it's simple to make. So if you're interested in that, let me know. But as of now, that's what I have planned. Almost finished. A few more. I even folded ready. Some of them are. One in the middle. And the last one. Okay. Now we're going to get into sewing the signature in the book, which is not hard at all. Alright, now we're going to take our pages and we're going to give them a really good tap on all sides. We want to get them into the middle of the crease as far as possible so that we don't have too much hangover. I'm not going to trim these. They're not that bad. And they fit inside the cover. They don't hang out. I mean, some people like them hanging out of the book. It's all your preference. I happen to like them inside my cover. So that'll work. Okay. Now we have them all folded. They're all in the right order. None are upside down. I've got them tapped in as far as they can go. Okay. So now I want to take this I think what I'm going to do is mark the cover first. We want to make 3 marks for the holes that we're going to punch. And I want them, let's see, this book was 6 inches wide. That's right, we have 3/4 and 12 3/4, 6. So the middle would be about 6 3/8. And I'm going to make a mark. Now we're going to want 3 holes in here. I'll make one here, near the middle. Nothing, I'm not measuring where I'm placing the holes. These are at 6 3/8 inches. I'm putting these marks. About 1 inch from the top. I'm going to put one. And about 1 inch from the bottom. I'm going to put another one. At 6 3/8. So here we have 1, 2, and 3. Not the mark next to it. The ones in the middle. Okay, now I'm going to take my awl. I found a new piece of foam from something that I ordered. And my awl. I'm going to do the top one first. I'm going to take the awl, whoops, cover on it. And put it straight up and down on the top hole. I'm going to push down into the foam. I'm going to twist it around a little, just so I stretch the hole out a little so my needle can go through. I just work it in there. Not a hole big enough for the needle to go through. Okay, now I'm going to do the middle one. Same thing, straight up and down onto the mark that I made and into the foam, or whatever you're using behind your awl. twist it around, expand it a little bit, and now I'm going to do the bottom one. Straight up and down into the foam, and wiggle it around a bit. Okay, now we're done with the foam and the oil for now. Now we're going to take our pages, and we have our middle fold. Put them back together, make sure they're even. I'm going to lay them next to the holes that I just made. I'm leaving about 1/4 of an inch from the top, 1/4 of an inch from the bottom, next to the holes that I made. Look even, pretty even. I'm just going to take a pen and I'll make a mark on the edge of the fold that's even with the hole that we made. See there? And then look in the middle, marking the edge of the fold, right on the fold. And the bottom. Okay, I can see those marks. I'm going to take out my foam again. I'm going to open this up to the middle. I'm going to lay it on the foam. And you see where my mark is? I'm going to take my awl. I have to find it. What do I do with it? Under my book. Here we go. Put it straight down on the mark that you just made. Make sure you're putting it on the fold. That's where you want to sew it. Push it into the foam. You're going through all your pages now. Coming out the other side. Giving it a twist. Stretch it out a little. We have to get the whole needle through here. Okay, now we're going to do the center one. See, my mark is right on the fold. Put your awl straight up and down and push it in. You could also do this with a crocodile. The 1/8 inch hole. But that makes a pretty big hole. So I don't use that. And now we're doing the bottom one. Mark is right here on the fold. Straight down. You always want to go straight down so that you're not angling the holes. They'll all be even. And wiggle it around a little. That should be good. Okay, now I'm going to bring back the book. The cover, I should say. Making sure these aren't moving now. I'm going to clip these together so they don't shift while I'm sewing. Any kind of large clips will work. You have a bunch of binder clips or a bunch of these large clips. Okay, just so they don't move while you sew. Okay, I have my needle all threaded. I'm not putting a knot in the end. I'm going to go through the center hole of all the pages of the signature itself. And then I'm going to go through the center hole of the cover. So it's going to come out. Oops, where is it? Yeah, through. There it is. I'll push it through. It may be a little difficult to pull it through. Now don't pull your tail through. Leave it long enough, about a page wide, so that you don't pull it through while you're sewing. You'll have to start all over. Okay, now we're going to go to the top hole. Do the outer cover from the outside, and then through the top hole of your signature. Put your needle in. There it is. And pull that through. Now don't pull out your tail. Okay. Now we're going to go down here to the bottom hole. Then go through, straight up and down. Easiest way to get it in. And then we're going to go through the top hole. Through. See, I told you it wasn't hard. Now, the last stitch goes through back through the center again, where we started. Now this is a little bit trickier, but it's not impossible. Try to keep your needle straight. Missed the hole. I keep missing a hole. Push it through here again. For some reason I'm not going through straight. There we go. Now I see it. Okay, do the same hole. Push it through. Now you're going to go through the same hole in the signature. In the middle. Right through. As long as you, when you put in the oil and wiggle it around, make that hole a little bit bigger. That makes it a lot easier. Okay, I'm going to pull these tight. Check on the outside. My loops are not too tight, but not loose. Pull them a little more. Okay, we take the needle off. Now, you want to put one end under the middle string and one end to the right. So you have one on the left and one on the right. I'm still pulling this. And I'm just going to tie a knot in it. I usually go 3 times. Oops. One end's a little short again. That's 2. And the 3rd time. Tight, don't break the string. This is wax thread. You can use embroidery string if you have that. Let's trim another one. You can leave them longer and put on a charm or a dangle so that it hangs off the book. But I'm not going to do that. This is a recipe book. Okay, let's take off our clips. And we have our signature sewn in. Just going to take my bone folder and press down these folds. A lot of pages, so they're not really going to go flat, but you do want to crease them. Okay, so we have our pages in. They're all attached. The back is the front. Okay, now I want to cover this. I have some more of this plaid paper. That one, yeah, that'll work. I'm just going to get my paper trimmer. Measure this. I want about 1/4 inch of a red border. So I'm going to cut this at about 6 inches wide by 8.5. So 6 inches. I'm just lining it up with the wire in my paper cutter so it's straight. 6 by 8.5, I said. Sorry, I'm off screen. By 8.5. Right there. Make sure it's straight on the top. Okay, that's one side. This one will go here. And I need one more. I thought I had one cut. Yeah. Not quite, no. Okay. 6. No, 6-inch line. By 8.5. Okay, we have both pieces. Put this out of my way. We have the front and the back. So this we're just going to do, I'm going to glue it down with a glue stick. I'm not going to use wet glue. The liquid glue would make it too wet. There's a corner here. Being that this is copy paper, I wouldn't want to put wet glue on it, it would soak it. So glue stick will hold it. I have a paper here, my glue stick. Open this up. Okay, I'm going to start going around all the edges of the page that I'm gluing down. So I'll make sure I get the corners and the edges. This edge. This corner. Now let's go put some in the middle, just so it stays down flat. Okay. I'm just going to turn it this way so I can place it on here evenly. Let's start on the edge. Got a quarter from the top, quarter from the bottom. And it won't go all the way into the middle because we don't want to make the middle any thicker. And press down your glue. And see, I need more on the edge here. Glue sticks a little tricky sometimes. Sometimes they stick well, sometimes they don't. Okay, we've got the corners down. And this edge needs a little more glue. I haven't used this in a while. I need to dry it up. We'll make it work. Press it down. Hold it down a little bit, and we're gluing to this padded area, so it's not a hard surface. This edge looks like there's glue, maybe a little bit on the end. There, we have it. That one's in. So that's the inside of the book. And now I have, I think I cut a pocket for this. And now let's glue on the back one first. I think I'm going to put the glue directly on here. Seems to stick better. All around the edges where the paper is going to go. and then in the middle. Enough to hold it down. Okay. Turn it and line it up. Quarter of an inch all around. Lay it down and press it down. Pressing down the edges. And then center. Okay, that worked better. Putting the glue on the book itself, the cover, rather than just on the paper. And at this corner a little more. Okay, very good. Get this corner down. Okay, so now we have our front and back inside covers covered up. Front and back. Now, I think I'm going to put the pocket on the inside of the front cover first. I want to measure that. And I'm going to take it to the edge on this end and a little bit off the edge on the other end. So I'm going to make it 5 3/4 wide by 2.5 inches high. So that'll be our pocket. I'm going to cut that out of my red paper. So 5 3/4 inches wide. Yeah, so 5 3/4. Line it up on the line and then trim it. I might as well cut both pockets while I'm at it. Okay, so it was 5 3/4 inches wide by 2.5 high. I'm going to cut 2 of these. That's 1, 2.5. Okay, that's going to be our 2 pockets. I don't need that. Put the cover on my glue stick. Dry out. Get this out of our way. Now, bring in the book. And we're going to glue our pockets onto the front. Just one pocket, I'm sorry. I'm going to do that with my liquid glue. And put glue around 3 sides only. Let me get it started here. Not too much. You don't want it oozing out. You don't want a wide line of glue, a thin line, so it doesn't spread into the pocket too far. Around the 2 sides and the bottom. Now the top is unglued. Make sure that's your top. And lay it on where you want it on your book. I'm just going to bring it in a little bit on the pattern. Sorry, off camera again. Make sure you get it pretty straight. Doesn't have to be perfect. So we've glued here, here, and along the bottom, not the top. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing on the back with our other pocket. glue around the two sides and the bottom. If I could get it working. There we go. Not a thick line of glue. The more glue you put on there, the more it's going to press into the pocket and give you less room. So you just want a thin line of glue. Okay. Then line it up, leaving a little bit of a border with the print sticking out. And then press it down. Two sides and the bottom. And this is wet glue. Wipe up any excess that might press out. Press down your corners here. You want them to hold. Let's see how this one is. This one's good. Pressing it down. So here's our pocket. You could put anything in here. Extra papers, extra recipes, extra notes. Front pocket and a back pocket. There we have it. So now, as I said, I was figuring the recipe will go here. I'll be putting in more pockets. I'll show you when I do the flip through. And I'm not going to decorate this much further because decorating would come as you put in your recipes. If you have any photos, and the journaling, and handwrite the journaling. It's always nice to have a book with someone's handwriting in it. So, and then if you want to add little decorations here and there, then that's when you would do it. After you place your photos, do your journaling, and see what room you have left. There will be a pocket over here. So you have journaling from, if there's a photo here, you have that much room to journal. About the event, or the day, or the holiday, or the person that did the cooking, or how you enjoyed it. So I think this will work out very well. I'm going to enjoy using it. I'm also going to put the rest of the cover on here. I'll do that off camera. Same thing as our other piece. I'm going to use my glue stick and glue it on here. And then I have this top piece that I made. I just threw it somewhere. Here it is. It says Traditional Family Holiday Recipes. I'm just going to center it on the front. And that will be our recipe book, our recipe junk journal. So I hope you like this video. Like I said, please leave a comment below. Any ideas you have or what you want to see me make. Or if you'd like me to continue making more junk journals. And also hit the like button if you like this video. And hit the subscribe button and the bell if you want to be notified when my next video is up, which will be the beginning of next week. Okay, thank you for coming. I'll see you soon. Thank you. Bye.